What's going on, people? Welcome to another episode of Let's Play Space Astronomy. Holy smokes, we have gone through quite a bit of deals going on. We did a lot off camera, and since I've been out of town, Kazi has been doing a lot of work. Oh, there's Kazi with his little glider and jetpack. Imagine that. I don't know how, but hey, it works. But he's just weird like that. So, as you can see, here's our basic setup that we know. Of course, went through and got the garden going a little bit more. And we only got half of what's available. Now, check this out. We also started getting ourselves an orchard. Look at that. Some apples, some cherries, gooseberries, which are a bush type of berry. But yet, for some reason, Pam's Harvest has them as a tree. So, I don't know. Of course, there's our melons. We're still going good. You see that? Look at that. Oh. Now we've got 2 drums of crease seed oil, which we will be going through a lot. But, look at this. Ooh. Look at this beautiful house. There's the fountain. We're going to be putting a front yard over there soon. We got grass coming from the edge. Look at that. He's finished this beautiful 3-story house. Well, 2-story with the attic. Oh, look at that. He's even got himself an ender pearl garden going on in the back. Look at that. Oh, my God. Ain't that beautiful, folks? Look at that. That is just beautiful detail. He's got everything going, man. Look at that. Oh, man. Look at that. See, he's even got an overview window. I mean, he's done some what the? He's got a chunk loader in the middle of his bricks. That just does not go with the decor. What a goofy son of a bitch. But look at that.
When I was farming into pearls.
he's done an amazing job with this house. I mean, and last time we were on, I was starting on the basement, right? Yeah. Let's go on and see what he's done. Look, he's made he's made an armor stand. He's got some trophies for killing a lot of Enderman. Now, the armor that he's gave me. Oh look, I got a helicopter hat. Yay! It's called Sky Crane. But the armor that I am wearing currently, what the hell, is the obsidian plate armor from Mechanism. What the hell are you doing?
The Ender Pearl. The statue.
Okay. Looks like he was trying to take a hot tub in the snow. So, but Kazi, he's pretty damn good with Mechanism, and look at this. He's got we got, what is it, triple?
Yeah, 3 times.
We got triple ore. So every block of iron will churn out 3 pieces of iron. Ooh. He also, while I was gone, made this badass little cleaver sword. It's Manilium Cleaver, which is beautiful. He's got flux on it, so every time I use it, it uses RF power instead of durability. So we don't have to worry about replacing it and repairing it. Thank you, Mr. Kazi.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
So, you know how we had the alloy smelter already and the furnace? Well, now he's got, of course, the gingers, but now he's got energetic infusers, ingenious extruders, pulverizer, of course, the furnace induction smelters, magnum crucible, and the fluid transposer. Now, that comes in handy due to the fact we had to make Resident Ender. I'll get to that in a second. He's also got the melodic infusers, which makes the certain upgrades for the Mechanism machines. Beautiful. He's also got a quarry set up using this QED system with the pretty expensive Quarry Plus workbench.
Actually, it's an Ender Quarry.
Oh, this one's an Ender Quarry? Nice. Look at that. So he's got an ender chest set up. Comes in. He's got cobble going into that deep storage or stone. Excuse me. He's got silk touch on it. Nice. So the ender core's got silk touch on it, which is great to know. And he's also got some marble in here, so that when the core goes through, it'll sit there and store all that. He's also got a chest full of ender pearls that when he went to the end with our new cleavers, he just decimated those endermen. I mean, he was just one man killing machine. Let's see. So he's got this set up to the trash can where it's going to be automatically just deposing granite, diorite, limestone, and andesite. None of those are worth the damn into the Minecraft community world. They're just worthless trash. It's just like certain flowers, they're just trash, but they're in the world as decorations. Alright, so he's got it set up. All the sand will go in here. The sand will be made into silicone, which we will need a lot later. As you can see, this has been going on for a while. Damn! So he's got lots of coal. Well, that's good because we can use a lot of coal coke. And of course, we've been going through a little bit, and you can see we got ourselves a lot of iron, or not iron ingots, steel ingots. The steel ingots are from the coal cut oven through the window. You can see the blast furnace, which is that red brick. We went over that the last video. So you can see, imagine that. He's just been going crazy. And of course, he's got a lot of soul aspects from practicalities, which I'm not too sure what the hell those are made for. Whatever. We'll figure it out as we go, right? Alright. So that chest is just one of those basic round chests. So this is what it's looking like. Let's go upstairs real quick. So we're also thinking we're going to put some IC2s back here. This corner over here is pretty much going to be the Pam's Harvest Kitchen that we're going to set up right here. Because we're also going to make ourselves a little barbecue pit out here. Yeah, enjoy our little scenery of this. Oh, yeah, look at that. What's over there? What the? He's going to go diving. See? Perfect. Alright, let's see what... Oh, look at this. Animal traps. Now, the animal traps are part of Pam's Harvest. And what they do is great. I mean, wow. Instead of going out looking for sheep and cows and all that to kill, you just trap them. The way this is made, you got 4 sticks in the corner, chest in the middle, 3 strings, and a trap door. Now the trap door is essential because it just drops them. Now the way these work, just open it and you're going to make some bait. There's 4 types of bait. You got veggie bait. This one was a wheat bait, grain bait. I mean, which is uses any type of rye, oats, barley, wheat. You know, any type of the grain family with 1 string gives you 4 pieces. The way the fruit works, any 4 pieces of fruit doesn't matter if it's from Pam's Harvest or I just saw. Biomes of Plenty has one in here, it looks like somewhere. Yep, there it is. Biomes of Plenty, peaches. So that's good to know. So those all go in there to make your fruit bait. And then, of course, you got your veggie bait. Any vegetables, mushrooms, beets, lettuce, any of that nasty crap, celery, leeks. Well, actually, celery's pretty good. Soybeans, all that nasty shit. Just make some veggie baits. Now they do produce different ones. So this one was the grain one. So we got raw beef, we got some leather, we got turkey, and we got chicken, bones, and feathers. Now over here we got 2 more. Let's switch the time to day. Come on, leg. There we go. Hey, hey, hey! Yeah. The great thing is I did get a donation, so now I am an Emerald VIP, which comes with a lot of different types of perks. One of the perks is changing the time. Huh?
None.
Yeah, fucker. Where are you at? I want to show him something cool. I don't know where he's at. All right, so we got 2 more traps over here. Of course, this is the veggie bait, which gives us mutton from the sheep. Of course, more chicken, venison even. Yeah, imagine that. We're out in the desert and we get deer meat. So this one over here,
Got lost.
we got fruit bait, some more chicken, and we got rabbit. Oh yeah, look at that. So we got rabbit, chicken, we got some venison, and we also get some turkey in here as well. Yeah, imagine that. So you get all your meat groups from these animal traps. Now, what I got under here are fish traps. Fish traps, look at it. We got some raw snails, some tapitas, chars. These use, you guessed it, the fish bait. Fish bait. So, oh, I better get some air. Oh, I had some in there, but I already took them out. All right. They work. They have to be at least 2 blocks under the water. So yeah, that one's on the second. I just decided to put that one down 3, and it works. The way we be getting grass to grow over this way, put a bunch of dirt blocks, the grass will just slowly start making its way this way, which is good because I'm gonna have to drop it down. Then we're gonna just make a big old yard out here, and we'll put some gravel, some concrete. We're gonna do some landscaping out here. It's gonna be beautiful. I'm going to probably end up moving all flatten this out, and I'll be moving all of our garden back here in the back so it's close to the Pan's harvest. Yeah, so that's going to be great. We're getting along. I mean, it doesn't even look like a village was here. This is what we do. We take over the village and we just start tearing down things and going back and just saying mine and just yeah, it turns out beautiful sometimes. Right now, as you can see, hola, I like the way it's looking. Hey, we even got octopus. Alright, so let's put some of our fish right here. So we got fish and everything everywhere. We got anchovies. Who wants a pizza?
You.
I didn't say I did it. So, yeah, it's looking wonderful. It's going great. Let's go back to the tour of the house. Because now, you remember I said we got attic? That's where we're going to move all of our engineering, immersive engineering up to this floor. This floor is just going to be the immersive engineering floor. We're going to get an assembly plant going where everything's going to be automated. We're going to get a couple industrial coke ovens, industrial blast furnaces going on up here. Um, we're going to do a lot of things. Now, let's check out the basement real quick. Notice how we got all that nice and big. Now, look at that. That's part of the quest book that we were doing. So we'll go to the quest real quick. It's part of the machines and equipment. We started out getting 1 yellow fuel rod, reactor power tap, reactor casings, and all that. Now those, oops, it's part of the big reactors. The fuel rod, pretty simple. And this is an expensive mod, actually. I shouldn't say it's pretty simple. It's cost resources. The way we get all this, of course, you guys know how to get iron. Yellowite, uranium, yellowite. You see how we find them all over around. Oh, laser drill. Ooh, we'll get one of those set up. Actually, that's not the only way you get yellowite. It's not just by laser drill. We've been getting a lot of yellowite by using silk touch on the ender quarry. Now, the silk touch upgrade is for any of the quarries. We just happen to have it on that. But that's how we get yellowite. Of course, we grind it down, but so that's how that works. So that's how you get your yellowite. Just go mining. Iron, you already know. Now, the graphite bars are used by smelting coal or charcoal. And you'll need a lot of graphite bars. Right now, my system, I believe, is an 8x8. No, 8x7. I usually do a 9x9. But right now,
it's still small for you, though.
yeah, it like yeah. See, like Cosy said, it's still pretty small for me because I usually go big and I usually get lots and lots of power. Because what we do is getting bigger, but I want to do something a little different. And the quest line kind of goes with what I want to do. All right, so we needed some redstone uh, reactor power taps. That's just 4 redstones and a reactor casing. The casing's 4 iron, 4 graphite, and a yellow ingot, or uranium or yellowite. We also need to make some reactor controls. Those are 3 or 4 reactor casings, 3 graphite bars, a redstone, and a yellowite. The next part of the quest, you're going to need 5 of them, and of course, since I always go big, I get a lot more. No matter how big the reactor you're going to make, you need at least 1 reactor controller. That's pretty simple. 4 casings, 2 yellowrites, a diamond, and a redstone. Not quite as expensive as some of these, but still kind of expensive for early game. Now, this is a reactor access port. I'll show you what this is all does, because we almost got our reactor done, almost, and it took a long time to do. So we got the reactor access port, 4 casings, a chest, and a piston. Ideally, you want 2 of those, and we'll show you why here in a second. You're also going to need a reactor coolant port. You got 4 casings, 2 irons, a bucket, and a piston. Not too expensive, not too shabby. That's the redneck port. We'll show you all that later. Now, the reactor glasses is just a casing with glass on each side. Not too shabby. And since we live in the desert, glass was a dime a dozen. What else do we need? Cyanide processor. That's also part of the quest line, and that's about where we're at right now. I'll show you that here in a second. The way you make that is 4 reactor casings, iron ingot, 2 pistons, a yellowrium fuel rod, and a redstone. After you make it, you can make this as small as you want. If you want, you can make this just as big as this. 3 by 3 by 3. And the way you're going to do, you'll put the fuel rod in the middle, control panel right there, access port, power tap right there. And of course, you'll seal it off with a 3-on-3 on top with the reactor casing right there. Why you do that? Well, that's simple. That's just your basic power. And you can always upgrade it later on. It produces some power, not great power, but it's better than your mag dynamos and your early lava generators. It's one of the better ones. So if you guys want some good power, steady power early on, I recommend just making a simple 3 by 3 by 3 reactor, and you can start going from there. Then you can just upgrade to something big like this. Now what you see in there is in liquid ender pearls, which they call reactor endorium. It's not the best coolant for the reactors because reactors, they put off a lot of heat, so you use liquid to cool them down, which increases your power output. Right now, I'm on the tier, oh no, let's go look. Liquid cyanide bucket. Oh, it's not going to tell me. God damn it. I'm trying to remember. You can get redstone, you can start off with the water, and now increase the power a little bit than just standard empty casing. I'm going to try to find this link that I used before on the reactor power. This guy did an amazing job of breaking down the big reactors. Actually, I'll be using them again for the second part of what we're going to be doing. But then it goes from water to redstone to ender pearls, and ender pearls into what they call critharium. Now, critharium will be the best cold liquid coolant that does a lot of good. You'll end up seeing random snow patches around your reactor on top because that liquid critharium keeps the reactor nice and cold, and that'll give you the max output of power depending on the size of your reactor. So we ain't got that made right now, but we had a lot of ender pearls, so therefore we kind of sat there and voila. So we ended up getting that filled up. Each one of these is 6 deep, and we got one. Well, let's go on top. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Did I count that? 3, 5. Oh, I counted that wrong. So we got 13 reactors set up right now. We're just going to fill up the last one. Now, you could just put the intercoolant right here on top and it flows down. As you guys can see, where it causes that. See how it's just slowly flowing down? It helps cool it down. But if you want the massive results from it, the max results, we're going to have to do it this way. And, well, if you jump in it, it'll teleport you. Woo! Look at that. I got teleported to the back. And, oh, I'll show you what that setup's here in a second. But, yeah, that's how that works. There we go. Alright, so it's out of there. We'll just drop down in our hole. And we know it takes 6. So there's 1 bucket, 2 buckets, 3 buckets, 4 buckets, 5 buckets, and we got 6 buckets of liquid endorium in it. What do they call it? Resident ender? Yeah, resident ender bucket. So we got plenty of that now. And now we're going to seal it off. Oh, you guys just see how that changed? Look at that. You can see the detail of the reactor. That tells you you've done it right and you have completed it. Now everything looks so solid. Look at it. It's not all just jiggity jack. It's connected. Your controller has changed into an actual screen. And our power taps have been connected with the power. We got these Ender-IO energy conduits, which take a lot of power and moves it for you, which is beautiful. So we got this big old thing. We got another power tap right there for Aerion. Alright, so everything right here is just set up too. Look at that. Oh yeah. Now with this right here, it's called the cyanide processor. What this does, the reactor will use uranium and yellowite, and they'll produce what they call cyanide, which is reactor waste. Now, what the cyanide processor does, it takes 2 of those cyanides and makes a uranium. So you get some return back from your waste on your reactor, which is beautiful. So the way we got this set up, right, we got the cyanide coming in on that side, comes in. So the cyanide will come in on the red, which is your left side. You got to have water. It uses water and it also uses energy. But the 2 cyanides go in, you'll see this arrow going up, and then it puts it back out, which is on the right side. So, if we go back up to the top, cyanide on that side makes uranium back on, or they call it plutonium ingots. That plutonium gets switched back into, back up here, and it comes into our access port, which is nice. So our 2 access ports that we made, remember those are 4 reactor casings, chest, and a piston. You can switch it. You can switch it into outlet mode or the inlet mode. Well, we got an outlet mode right there, so we're going to have this one as an inlet mode. And of course, we got the water set through the back, and Kazi's got an ender tank connected to a water source somewhere, so that way we got constant water. There's been times where I made a little water pull up here, and I used the World Integrate to actually siphon water up and then put it in there. So with Kazi doing that, it just helped out a lot. And then of course, Ender-IO also has these facades, which are called conduit facades, and you put them in this painting machine, and the paint machine changes them to whatever you want them to look like. So guess what? It looks like I got stone, but yet the wire's going right through the stone. Ooh, mystery. Look, you can't tell that's hooked up to anything. I gotta go get some stone and fix that. So, and of course, we've been making a lot of uranium. And Kazi's just been going to town on it. Or not uranium, yellowite. Why do I keep saying goddamn uranium? It's like, that's not the main active. That's the main ingredient for the IC2 reactors, where we'll get into that later on into these episodes. A long ways away. So we got some good stack of yellowite going on. And since we got so many fuel rods, it's going to take a lot to fill this up. Now let's just go ahead and we'll look over here real quick. Alright, so as we look, we got some coolant fluid tanks and hot fluid tanks. Those will be coming in handy later. I'll be explaining to you guys and showing that later on. It's also part of this quest line that we're on. Speaking of quest line. So after you get the initial one fuel rod, reactor power tap, the controller, the access port, 22 casings, and a fuel rod control, we're going to end up making it bigger. So now they want one reactor, one power, two access ports, 113 reactor casings, 96 reactor glass, 25 fuel rods, and 5 reactor controls. That pretty much set you up. Dumbass. That gives you kind of like what we kind of started out with, but I end up making it bigger. So you have one there, one there, one there, one there, one there. So, you know, but I end up putting everything around in the middle right there. So, because that will produce a lot more power. So, it also tells you the casing heat, tells you the core heat, and then the energy buffer. It's got its own 1 million RF buffer. Tells you it's online. It also auto injects the waste, or you can do not auto inject at all. So we won't go do that because I'll show you why now. You can also got the option to just inject it right off the bat, and you can activate the reactor or deactivate it. So the way we're going to do this is come to this access point, and be noted we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 8.5 stacks of you got about 8.5 stacks of yellowite already set up for us. Sorry.
Eat a potato and stare at the ceiling.
So let's go 1. So it takes that one. And you can see one whole stack in there fills these fuel rods up. Amazing. Oh, this is where we got our reactor coolant set up.
It's amazing.
Those are our coolant ports. So, one stack gave us 20.5% full. Just off that one stack.
Oh yeah, that reminds me, I need a vote.
So we're going to add another stack. That's 41%. 61.5%, I believe. So each stack's 20.5 at this particular size, right? Damn, I'm good. Look at that, 61.5. So the next one will put us at 82. And then the next one will make us full with 8 left over. So basically we used 1, 2, 3, 4. We used about almost 5 full stacks of yellowite or uranium. Alright, so let's go turn this bad boy on. Kazi, are you ready?
I'm voting.
Should we wait for him, guys? So the access port is what we're going to go into. And that's going to go in the next quest. Now, what I'm going to do on this end of the base is where I'm going to put the ME system, and I'm going to make it big. We're also going to set up automatic processors down here where they'll make automatic presses for us for certain parts of the ME system that we're going to need. We're going to pretty much try to automate the whole base. So when we go to the ME system, which is basically your computer, you tell it you need this, but nothing's made for it, but that's what you want, it's that pattern. Your ME system will go in and just automate everything. If you do it right, if you set it up right, and it's going to be irrigating, it's going to take a while to get it all set up like that. But it will help you out, and we will get it squared up beautifully.
Ooh, I was lucky.
And receive $25 and 9 points. Good job. So this is why I got this side of the basement just dedicated just to that, because the ME system is going to take a lot of power, and the ME system, once we get the production upstairs tied into it, that Corey will grab uranium or yellowite, process it, store it in the ME system, and we're going to have it connected to this, so when it gets low on it, boom, automatically sets it up. There's also an open computer program. Like I gotta remember and find. Oh my god, it's been so long since I've done it. It's off the Pastebin website. People who do open computers that work on that type of stuff a lot. They made a good program just for the reactors where it automatically shuts off at a certain point, kicks back on at another certain point, and then keeps your RF going so you don't waste uranium or the yellowite. Your fuel. There, we're just going to start calling it fuel. So we got it 100%. We haven't turned it on yet. So here we go. You guys ready? Here we go. What do you got, Cozy?
I'm coming.
It's not what she said. So anyway. All right, here we go. We're going to activate. Boom. So you can see how the casing heat's going up real quick. While that casing heat's going up, you can see our millibuckets per tick of waste, and you can see our fuel reactivity is at 400%, or it was. Now it's going back down. It's going back down, but that's all right. What's up?
Yeah.
I did something wrong here. Oh, since I got the stupid water imports in there right now, it thinks I want to do that right now. I don't. So we're going to grab 2 reactor casings real quick. And we're going to break this. And this is why I put them right there, so that way we can just go boom. Because it's thinking that we want to do something else. So it's set up for that, but no. Alright, let's try. Okay. So as we warm back up, our reactivity is about 400%, 390 to 4. Now we're making 21.6 thousand RF per tick.
The mechanism lives.
21.2. And you can see how quick our energy buffer is filling. Now with that program I'm about ready to go on, so this is doing about 21.2. Alright. So you guys got to see I had about 423%. When I put those coolant ports in there, I thought I wanted to do this and that one. Well, I don't. Not yet. So we're going to go ahead and let this get powered up. As soon as it gets full, we'll go ahead and turn it off. Oh, shit, it's already full. But no, it's not 100% full because that power is going to the Corey. Because when we turn it off right now, let's see how quick it drains. Look at that. It's draining about an RF per tick. Oh, faster than that now. Lag's catching up. But then again, this is cooling off, so it's still producing RF. So 5,000, 4,000, 3,000. So it's not taking much RF out till it's completely cool. Because we're still getting 420% reactivity, which is great because that's how we get our...
Actually, the Corey's not even hooked up to it yet.
Oh, really? Oh,
It's about to be right.
We'll see how quick it drapes.
Oops. Got it.
Oh, there we go. Look how quick that's draining. That's about 8,000, 9,000 RF per tick. Look at that. Jesus. Holy smokes. Yeah, that's taking a lot. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, that's why we kept on running out of lava too.
So now we turn it back on. It stabilizes it. Now we're getting. No, it doesn't. Not quite yet. Almost there. Let our reactivity get back up. There we go. Now we're starting to make fucking RF back. So with everything hooked up, it's taking about 18,000 RF per tick. So we just now barely started making positive energy. So with everything on, we're losing about 17,000 to 18,000 RF per tick. That's a huge amount of power. But if we go to the Corey, you'll see why. So we're going to go ahead and let that go on for a little bit. I got the auto eject eject cyanide off, so it won't automatically do it. But I can switch that to inlet mode for the moment, because after we get all these casings, we need to make 20 buckets of resin ender. The way we do that, we'll go upstairs and I'll show you. Remember that magma crucible? Boom. Oops. Come on. Come on, lag. There we go. You put a stack of ender pearls in there, and you put some buckets right here. Every 4 ender pearls gives you 1 bucket, because each ender pearl is 250 millibuckets. We need 1,000 millibuckets per bucket. So, you know, you're looking at quite a bit of ender pearls. Oh, believe me, I use a lot of ender pearls. Just
You got the alloy smelter.
Alloy smelter? That's the induction smelter. Oh, nice. So we got the octane capacitor. You guys remember how I was trying to make that earlier? Now this, what this does, when he puts something in here, it'll cook quick. Look at that. Boom, 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 boom. That was quick, wasn't it? Yeah. So now we got ourselves a nice steak that we can eat. Good, because I was hungry. So, boom. That's how that works. Of course, now the induction smelter uses energetic alloys with the ender pearls, and that'll make us, well, he took it out already, vibrant alloys. Now, the vibrant alloys is how we're going to make our energy conduits. And right now, he's getting some more made, because if I go to our waypoints, I was saving this for you guys. Each one of those waypoints is where a power tap node is downstairs with our reactor. Actually, that one's off by 1 square. We're going to have to go down and fix that. So that way, I know where I can tap into the reactor. So right now, everything right there is connected by this reactor right here. So if we go downstairs next to it, let's go right here. Comes up through the ceiling, comes over, runs across, and then the energy machinery that he's got down here, look at that. Everything's connected. Now the Ender IO, I love their conduits, because as you can see right here, he's got a conduit from this electrolyte separator straight up into a machine above us. It's just genius. So the Ender IO conduits, like this one's got the water coming from the Ender tank going straight up, and yet it's got power going into it at the same time. It's beautiful. I love it. They work themselves together to give us what we need. So you can have 5 cables together on this single energy conduit. So there's the energy conduit. You got your fluid conduits. You got your gas conduits. You got ME conduit. And wasn't there one other conduit? Can't remember. Power, gas, liquid, MEs. Huh? Oh, and our item conduits. So you got those 5 conduits that you can put in one single block. So you know how other mods, you got wire here, you got another wire over here, and you used to have the power right there and the ME right there. It's now not connected. Ender IO said, well, that's stupid. Let's get them all together. So now we got them all together. And of course, he can literally just get rid of all these right here. And everything will be running smoothly. But that's alright. These help the reactor. That's alright. You see, this is a perfect example right there. You got the ender fluid conduit and an energy conduit running up to the extruder. All on the same block. I love it. And you can change the channels. We'll do some more Ender IO stuff later. But this damn thing won't let me. You can extract. You can give it different colors for the channels. Just like your ME systems, and we'll go over that as well. You can extract it, and you can insert stuff, and it tells the filter, you know, I'll allow this through here and this through there, but not that. So you can make it whitelist or blacklist. Blacklist means no go. Whitelist, this is only going in there. So it's different, but he's got the channels. And so if you got it in and out, you can switch to which one you want. But we're just leaving it on extract because it's just going to take water. We're not putting water or lava in it. So, like I was saying, how that one's... So that's another beautiful thing about these Ender IO conduits. These fluid conduits. Look at this. He's got lava coming in. And that's on channel red. He's also got channel red for water. What? How the hell does that work? Oh, because both of them are going to go in there.
Yeah, I'm using the ender fluid conduit, which allows multiple fluids to go through.
Yeah, the Ender IO fluid conduit. I believe you can have 8 fluids per conduit go in, which is beautiful. So you can have them all extract to one, but if we get some barrels set up, well, this barrel, I want oil to go in. Okay. We'll change that to channel black for oil. If I want water, we'll change this channel to blue. So that way, it knows it can take the channels, everything in channel red is going through this pipe. But where do we want it to exit? That's what channel this is going to be, just for water. So it's very nice. It's very considerate of those fuckers to make something like that. I mean, I love Ender IO. It's beautiful. There's also some power sources we can use with Ender IO. We'll get into that later on. But right now, let's go ahead and put that back. So our reactor is going beautiful, and it's nighttime again. Let's switch back to day. Alright. Oh, yeah, this is beautiful. Let's go find ourselves a cow real quick. I'm so mean. La, 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 la. I'd rather find one out in the open instead of in this brush. Because then it might not work.
Well, I made two and a half stacks of the energy conduit set.
Nice. So yeah, each one of those waypoints tells us that's where we can tap in. Kind of saves on stuff. Oh, these guys will be perfect. Alright, let's kind of get a little bit close. We're going to do this. Type in lightning. Let's do that again. Let's kill him with it. Oh, I love it. So, oh, you guys don't think I actually did that? Here, look, let's go find a creeper. We know the creeper doesn't burn in the sun. Oh, look, he's coming to us. And he disappeared right between... What the? He literally disappeared right in front of us.
There's 3 creepers over here by me.
Alright, so the cow's got 10. Boom! We just killed the cow with a single strike. I love it. There's another command that we can do, which is awesome. We're going to call it Kitty Canyon. You're like, what the hell? Kitty Canyon? Yeah, watch. Ow. Oh, it doesn't hurt the cows? What? Oh, what the hell's the whole point of it? I thought it does damage. Oh, look, there's more. Oh, they spawn. Ocelots. Really? Wow, I just learned something, guys. That is awesome. Of course, there's different cats. The baby ocelot. Wow. No way. Dude, we could have a bunch of baby ocelots running around. Oh, there we go. Oh, I can only spawn 2 at a time? Huh. I don't know. That's pretty cool. Alright, so we can also change the weather. Do we want it stormy and lightning? Oh, I can't change the weather for another 400 seconds. Never changed it to begin with. Yeah, so okay, so there's some little bit of restrictions we can't do. Yeah, you guys probably just saw that. Now we're on the wilderness, and now we're on natives claim. Wilderness, claim. I end up getting pretty much, I mean, look how far away we are. We're 200 meters away from the house itself. That means we got a big chunk of land which covers all this oil. And if we keep going and going and going, I got enough where I can actually take over this little island. Right here at the top right, you see our map? I can take over that island right now if I want. All those claim chunks I can take. Because this village, this other village I didn't know was here. Behind us this whole fucking time, I got took over. Someone raided it. Before I found it, but you know. So all this water is ours. It's ours. It's no one else's. All these oil fields, ours. I mean, it's awesome. And what spawns in here? Squid, chickens, cows. No one can kill because it's in ours. It's beautiful. Beautiful. So, yeah, me and Kazi were kind of surprised, and I still got lots of claim left. Let's see what my claim range is. Oops.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, that's how you make the claim. Help claim. What do you mean that page doesn't exist? Oh, claims. Sorry, I forgot the ends. So, to create a claim, use a golden shovel, claim it, plus the number to claim a radius. And then to use friends and fake players, which the fake players are your Corys and shit like that. You gotta do /auto trust, remove a claim, prevent visitors with entry trust X, where X is your name. Claim blocks are gained with playtime, purchased in the reward store, or purchased with /buy claim. I have bought some of the claims when we first started. Oh, someone else can get the door. So that's actually going pretty good. So right now, what we're going to be doing today, apparently I am going to have to go get the damn door. I think those guys left. Alright, so that's actually a pretty good question. You know, some of these new guys, they're like, well, can you grow ender seeds on the ground? No. The ender seeds can only be grown in stone or in cores, which I'm going to show what in cores are. Hey, what are you doing tonight, Dustin?
None.
Thinking about going to check out that downtown night.
Oh, where's that at?
Downtown. All right, guys, I'm going to have to stop the video here. Sounds like my dad's here. I will start the video shortly when I get back. You guys take care, and I'll see you guys in a few.